Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It is once again me, your favorite deputy of Movie Deputy Podcasts, bringing to you the much anticipated review of Meg to the Trench. Now, mind you, if you caught my review earlier in the week on the original Meg movie, or if you heard my upcoming movies podcast, which aired yesterday, you heard the excitement in my voice that was all about Meg to the Trench. And saying that I was excited was an understatement. All the previews looked fantastic. I absolutely loved the first one. Now, mind you, I'm harsh. It's like, even though I loved it, I did only give the original Meg a 5.75 out of 10 on the deputy scale. Because as I always say, regardless of my personal opinion on a movie, I grade these movies based on the deputy scale, which I created. And so, like I said, it didn't get the greatest score, but unfortunately, this one even goes a little bit too far, even in the whole thing of just a sequel to the movie. I'm gonna break protocol a little bit here. Normally, if it gets a great score, I start with the score, and if it gets kind of a bad score, I wait till the end to give you the score. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the score now. Number one, it is guilty. I did give this a guilty rating. Number two, I did only give Meg 2 a 3.25 on the deputy scale. It's definitely one of those ones that if you really want to see it, save your money, wait till it's out on DVD, Blu-ray, digital, one of those other platforms, because this one you really don't want to waste your money on. Now, that being said, it's a typical sequel, but it's not in kind of a really weird way. In this one, of course, we know from the first one that the Megs live below this. The bottom of the ocean basically isn't the bottom of the ocean, and the Megs live way below that. So when we breach that and the Megs can come up through that, then it kind of wreaks havoc. Well, what we see here is, before I even get into all of that, I got to touch on this. In the first one, it was a little bit. It was like quite a bit off course science-wise. You're like going, oh, come on. And the sharks kept changing size throughout the movie, which was the hardest thing to focus on. And even all of that, the story was entertaining enough that, like I said, I did give it a 5.75. In this one, it's not so much that the sharks are changing shape. It's the fact that the science is so far just over the top insane. Just things that are just completely impossible and just over exaggerated, and just you can't help but focus on these details, because in the first one, the original Meg, the Megalodon was basically the star of the movie. Everything centered around the Meg. In this one, it focuses on people that are involved. Now, mind you, we do see some of the original cast members coming back, and we don't see a few of the other ones because it's explained in the movie. I won't make that a spoiler by any means. You know me, no spoilers. But in this one, the Meg is not the focus of the movie, or the Megs, as I should say, because in this one they're hunting in packs. It's about a mining operation, and there's stuff that's against capitalism and all that, and saying there's some eco stuff in this one. It's not full on woke, but it's definitely over the threshold of anything it should have been, considering what it is. And so it just kind of leaves you wondering, you're like, okay, what in the world are they even doing? And like I said, some of the things going on with the science, I mean, they're at 25,000 feet below sea level, and just some of the things that they're doing inside and outside of the subs, you can't focus on the story. The stuff is just so outrageous and just over the top, idiotic, and it really kind of ruins it, unfortunately. So this is unfortunately one of those movies that the best scenes in the movie are in the trailer. It's one of those ones where they played a big gotcha. Now, mind you, they even referenced Jaws 2 in this movie. And okay, Jaws 2 was definitely not as good as Jaws 1. Like I said, I still need to go back and review those. And just the way this whole one plays out, it's like like I said, it focuses more on the people and like on the mining thing and on this other stuff. That's like the sharks are almost an afterthought. At least that's the thinking came off. There were people literally getting up and walking out of the movie when I was in this one. And I was just like, okay, I've never walked out of a movie. It wasn't that bad to even make me consider walking out. But it's like, I couldn't take it seriously with some of the stuff it was doing. So I don't know if that helps you a little bit or not. Like I said, I was really looking forward to this one. I try not to set my hopes up too high on a movie. And unfortunately, I set them up a little bit higher than what they should have. There are some hilarious moments in this. There are some laughable moments moments. There is some entertainment to this one. It's just not enough to really maybe carry it further. There's hints that this one could maybe lead into something else because of one of the sharks that they've actually named haiqi, and that one is, I can't even give away really what haiqi really is without giving a spoiler, so I won't do that to you. I guess there's room to go to Meg 3, but if they do it that way, or if they do proceed with another movie, let's hope at least they'll try to get back on track with the whole idea that they were in the first one, because if you're going to tell a story about a megalodon, the story needs to be about a megalodon. So that would really help really help in the whole situation. I hope that helps. Stay tuned tomorrow as we are going to be reviewing The Hiding Place, the story of Corrie ten Boom and her family. Like I said, bear with us through all of this. Like I said, we're going to bring you the highs and lows and everything in between. So I apologize in advance for this one just being what it ended up being. I had nothing to do with it, but I just was like, But like I said, there's always highs and lows. This one just happened to be on the lower end, which is disappointing. And so we'll just go from there. And hopefully we'll get to some other good ones in the near future. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.